Hey you guys, what is up? It is Summer here. Welcome to my channel Vibely. So yes, as you can tell, I just got done walking my 3 miles. And let me tell you, bugs outside were so bad. I was like, oh, I want to stop this early. But yeah, I went ahead and did it. But yeah, my hair's looking like a hot mess, but please forgive me. We're going to do this anyways. So let's see what the energies for you guys are. The collective for Friday. As always, if you're watching, please subscribe, like the video, and check out the personal things I do offer in the description box below. So I'm already feeling like Friday you may have some stuck energy, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. What is coming for the collective for Friday? Okay, so I hope you guys have a fun weekend planned. I know I do, and I'm super stoked about it. So, okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. This is somebody being stingy, very stingy. Let's see if it gives us any more. Okay, so I feel like you could possibly feel like you don't have many things to really, you don't have a lot of money to offer right now. So I feel like maybe you are feeling kind of like you need to hoard your money until something new comes in. And I also get the feeling that you're waiting on a phone call, like you're waiting on this offer that's coming through that will give you more money, more opportunity. I also feel like you feel that other people are being stingy. But if you are waiting on an offer, and I feel like this is like, you know, when you get offers and you feel kind of lackluster, like you're not super excited about them, but it's going to pay the bills or it's going to bide your time. You just do it because you have to. However, I feel like you've been holding out for something that you know is your worth. Like you're like, no, it's now or never. And you're getting kind of nervous because it's like, it's getting down to the nitty gritty for you. And, you know, you're like, oh, come on, come through. It's coming through. So get excited, be patient, and keep working, okay? Let's see if we can get anything else, if any more about this, if a new storyline wants to come out. Whoop. Okay. I feel like you were also feeling like you were being overlooked. And you just kept taking hit after hit, loss after loss. And you're just like, what the crap? You felt defeated, betrayed, like you were almost like calling out, you know, waving your white flag. You were like screaming at the top of your lungs, help, help, SOS, and nobody was coming through, not even your animal guides that you were used to. So you just felt really alone in the world. You felt like something was taken from you. But I also see that you weren't seeing the good. It's almost like you started seeing so much of the bad that you were unable to manifest like you usually are. You were unable to bring in opportunities like you typically are so good at. So you feeling defeated ultimately kind of blocked you. Maybe that's where that blocked energy is. And I feel like you're getting out of that blocked energy. So let's see what else. Ooh. I feel like the time of, let me make sure. Okay. I feel like the time of you having to pinch pennies and go without, or hoarding your time, money, and energy. Also, I'm seeing you've been hoarding like you haven't been telling anybody what you're doing. You've been very secretive. You've been on the outs, you know, and not really caring. You're doing this to save face. You're doing this to save your energy. And honestly, you've just been working hard behind the scenes or coming up with a plan, coming up with a plan B, or just working. And you've been having trouble manifesting, but that block is coming, and you are no longer going to feel betrayed or stabbed in the back or like the world's against you. I see that kind of turning with this type of energy. And some people love the ace. Aces are all about new. Okay, new. Excuse me. And most people like the Ace of Cups, you know, new love and everything. But this, honestly, is my favorite. Let me clean off, sorry, my camera. I touch it a lot with my sweaty hands and it gets yucky. So, the Ace of Wands is by far my favorite. Because anytime you can mix all four elements together and get something new with passion, with love, with creativity, with finances, that, my dear, is a blessing, but also a huge gift. And it's like you're going to, this new thing, this finally getting off the ground, the answer that you're getting, I feel like, is coming tomorrow, or for some of you at least by Monday, because of the weekend. So I think something is being set in stone, a decision made for you about this coming through for you on Friday, but you're not going to hear about it till Monday. And I'm so sorry I see this, but another message come through. Some of you may even hear about it Saturday. That's very interesting. Even if, you know, most places don't operate on a weekend type of, you know, non-business hours, I see some of you, let me see. I'm seeing like 20 to 30% of you. So a smaller percentage of you will be receiving this news on Saturday or getting an email, and you're just going to be like, finally, I can breathe. Anything else? Oh, and what's so cool about it is it's going to be something that you were like, going back to the first message, instead of just getting that thing that you just needed to get because you had to, this is actually the thing you wanted, the thing you're actually passionate about. Ironically enough, we have the Tower. Let's see what that's about. The Tower. Towers can be good or bad. Let's try and think positive here. Okay, so moving on to, I guess, the relationship realm. Something's happened in the past with a soulmate. A Tower, a breakup. There was something that happened. And I'm feeling like for you guys, it was miscommunication that led to a fight, that led to a complete separation. And I'm hearing that song, Somebody That I Used to Know. Somebody That I Used to Know. Somebody that I used to know. So that's almost like what I'm getting is you feel about this person now is like you don't even know them. It's almost like such a distant memory to you that it's faded so much that you don't even like know them. You can't say that you know them. It's almost like they're a stranger and you're like, oh yeah, that's somebody that I just used to know. And I'm feeling like for the most part, that is kind of true. Because you have changed so much, they have changed so much in this amount of time. Bottom of the deck could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Two of Cups, you could be dealing with a Gemini. But for at least, I feel like 4 months, it has had you down and out. It's had you very in your feels, feeling apathetic. Like, woe is me, nothing is good in the world, no colors don't exist, the world has no meaning type of feeling. Why is it bringing this up? What do we need to know about this? You're ending a cycle. You're completely getting over it. You're stepping through to the other side. And I feel like that's why this energy is coming in, because you're finally clearing this out. You're finally getting over it. You're saying, that's just somebody I used to know. And you've detached and you've healed. So good freaking job. Congratulations. That's amazing. It's just somebody I used to know. You may hold them in high regards, but you said enough is enough. I've done all I can do here. I've learned all I can do. Learn here. They were stingy with their energy. They were stingy with their money, their time. They obviously didn't put you first. They were putting other things ahead of you, including work. And now they're just somebody you used to know. So you're finally getting over that, and that's bringing in some good news. Somebody that is going to have your back. I feel like that's not in the cards. I feel like somebody's coming in that's going to have your back. So you're completing a cycle. You're completely ending, and I just keep getting somebody I used to know. What else can we expect for Friday or this weekend? Yeah. You are ending the cycle of carrying all the burdens. You felt like you were carrying the weight of world on your shoulders. You were doing all the work, literally breaking your back, and you're releasing these burdens. This, not necessarily the person was a burden, but the feeling was a freaking heavy burden. You're releasing it. And I'm also getting the 9 of, this isn't what I was getting, but this just popped up. Sorry, ADD mine. You were way too much overthinking. Like you were thinking of the worst and things that weren't even real. This is your shadow side. And what I'm feeling for is this situation took you to a very, very dark place. The dark night of the soul, which can also be known as depression. It can be like a black hole of grief. And it's so much deep emotional turmoil and depression. When you get to that level of depression and you just keep going deeper and deeper until you have no emotion, that's called the dark night of the soul, when everything goes black. Hence, like a black hole. And when you're in this dark night of the soul, I don't know why it is so, I'm so sorry. It is like so foggy. Oh, that's even worse. There we go. It's a little bit better. I've got to clean my screen. I apologize. Anyway, you don't care. I don't care. Do you? Okay. When you get to the dark night of the soul, so you've gone through a depression stage, past your mad phase, past your depression stage, then you go to no feeling phase. Then, when you've reached that level of dark night of the soul, you start thinking about and pulling up deep repressed emotions, things from childhood, things from anything traumatizing, anything that has kept you stuck, and you relive it all over again. And that black hole is called a black hole for a reason, because it keeps going and going and going, and it takes a long time and a lot of things and a lot of healing to get you out. I feel like some of you are there, have went there for a short period of time and came back, but it's over. You figured it out. And I feel like maybe you've done this before, but this time you knew. It all looked familiar. You knew it was coming because you felt it. And you're like, you know what? This time I'm not doing this. I've learned my lessons in the past. Last time it almost killed me. And this time, I'm just going to release it. I'm going to close that book. Obviously, this person, this situation didn't care about me enough that they let me carry all this on my own. And now they were so close. We were this, we were that. And now you got what you asked for, other person, because now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now I have no feelings. You've learned to detach. You're manifesting something completely different, something that's new and passionate for you, somebody that's not going to be stingy with their money, somebody that's not going to be stingy with their time, their emotional availability. I feel like some of you maybe have chosen emotionally unavailable partners. That's the end of this cycle with the world. It's saying you've gone through hell and back, you've repeated this cycle, and you finally learned the lesson. And guess what the lesson was? To let go. And you did it. Beautiful. So good things are coming for you, my friend. It's beautiful. Good vibes. I am excited because it's coming closer to the end of the week. I started if you don't care about this, just click off, but I'll tell you about my good news. I thought it started raining. It was just my AC coming on. It did rain today, though. I have started a lot of new endeavors. My best friend, First Love, is coming to visit me again this weekend. I'm so freaking excited. We had so much fun this past weekend. We are going to a game and to a party, a Halloween party, which I'm stoked about. Who knows if he is or not, but he's going to love it. We just have so many fun things to do, and I'm super excited about that. And then I had an interview today to be a professional advisor, a professional spiritual advisor. So I'm very excited about that. And also had an interview or an application for, hopefully I get an interview is what I was going to say about this next one. I did get an interview that went very well for the professional spiritual advisor. And did a reading for the person interviewing me, and it was great. So anyways, the other one is I found an amazing opportunity that I put in an application for, fingers crossed, but it is surrounding my trade that I used to do, radiology, but it is teaching the program of radiology, and I met all the requirements, like you have to have so many years of experience, and I exceeded that, and I have a degree. And anyways, long story short, that would be amazing on top of, I would love to do both, and this YouTube channel. So, but what's so cool about that is it's remote. Both of them are remote. And I've come to the point where I used to be scared to death of being a at-home person because I like being active. As you can tell, I'm ADD. And here recently with this time, I've been kind of mandatorily at home and stationary, even though, yes, sometimes it drives me crazy. I think all I need is something like more to, fulfill that and really being able to be fully released so I can run and things like that. But what I've realized, I'm dancing around it, what I've realized is I actually like being, I don't even want to say it, being a homemaker. I used to be so scared of that idea. It used to give me phobia. But not that I love cooking, but now I enjoy it. I enjoy feeding my family 3 times a day. I enjoy making different meals. And I think it's a lot to do with time and energy and things like that. And the right people, y'all. The right people. So it's very interesting. And I've been allowed to start doing more volunteer things, picking up on just different things, not just one, like helping people in need, but other things. I'm volunteering for things at my child's school. And tomorrow, actually, I start volunteering on Thursdays every once in a while, but I start tomorrow with helping with the walkers, like the walkers, car riders, bus riders, but I'm going to be kind of assisting and walking the walkers from here to there to make sure they get across the road and in the direction they need to go. And you know what I mean? I'm kind of just picture me as a cop. This way. No, but I'm going to be helping them. So it's just all these things that I've always wanted to do. Is it scary? Yes. Am I fearful sometimes? Yes. Of finances, and me and my daughter were in a hard spot. I lost my job. I lost all my finances, like, and you know, struggle bus is real sometimes, but your character is built upon these things. Who's truly meant to be in your life, or who's truly going to be in your life, will show up. And the ones who were never had intentions to fully stay will be gone. And then on top of this, just like you build character, you see the people who are really there for you through thick and thin. And you also learn about yourself, things you need to heal, things you have fun, things you want to start, things you want to stop. I've almost fully quit smoking, and that's awesome. Thank you, Danny. And the journey, the ride that you enjoy. And let me be frank about this, because I heard something one day that made so much more sense. And it's like, this Indian was telling another fellow native that joy and happiness and content isn't just fun and enjoyment all the time, you know, every day. It's little spurts, it's moments throughout time, it's moments throughout your week that are so joyful that it makes living worth it. So let's get some guidance for this Friday that sets you out on your weekend. Good vibes only, right? So we got drink more water, baby. I would say that every time if I could. It's probably speaking to me, because usually I'm pretty good about water. I started off great at the beginning of the week, and then I can always tell because I start getting like tired or a headache. So drink more water this weekend, especially. I feel like this is saying about this weekend, if you're out and about and in the sun, go ahead and drink 2 cups before you leave, and then keep consistently drinking after you leave. Because the amount of water you drink the day before is going to affect how you feel the next day. Not the day of, the next day. So always stay ahead of your water, right? I like this one. I've never actually drawn this one. It says, expect expansion and allow it to happen. So expect things to grow, expect things to flourish, expect things to go good, damn it. And it's going to happen. Okay. So I hope this helps. If not, I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love. Bye.